Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1 minute time check, stations.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Hy-Vee, the official grocer partner of Iowa Hawkeyes basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, who reminds you to click it or ticket, day or night. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, win a warehouse dash or up to $100,000 in cash with the Iowa Lottery. And by Authentic Brand. Look authentic, feel authentic, be authentic. Get your game day gear online at authentic-brand.com. Now to courtside. Here's Rob Brooks and Jamie Lang.
The Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball team goes for 4 in a row tonight inside Williams Arena, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's Iowa and the Golden Gophers for the 82nd time. Rob Brooks along with Jamie Lang from the barn on the campus of the University of Minnesota. We are high atop Williams Arena, getting set for an important contest. Iowa looking to go 5-1 in the Big Ten and 11-4 overall. Those 3 victories have certainly been impressive, 2 of them away from Carver Hawkeye Arena. It all started at Nebraska back on the 9th of January. The Hawkeyes won an outstanding contest at 95-86, and then backed that up with a big victory at Purdue a week ago tonight over the Boilermakers, 79-66, and then a come-from-behind home victory last Sunday against Nebraska at 93-83. Remember, Iowa got down in that game at the end of 10 minutes, end of the first quarter, 30-14, but it was hot shooting by Nebraska at the start, but then Iowa pecked away at that lead and won the second quarter 27-12. On the road, you don't want to get down by 16 points, so the start tonight will certainly be key for the Hawkeyes, and Caitlin Clark coming off another Big Ten Player of the Week honor as she had a triple-double against Nebraska inside Carver Hawkeye Arena last Sunday with 31, 10, and 10. And the birthday girl, Monica Sonato, turns 22 years old today. 31 points and 6 rebounds coming back home. Grew up about a half hour from this campus in Watertown, Minnesota. She'll have a lot of family and friends here tonight. We'll be back and get the pregame comments from head coach Lisa Bluter. Jamie will be along with her keys to a Hawkeye victory. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Anything can happen when the Cyclones and Hawkeyes come to compete. It's where the rubber meets the road. Neighbors become rivals and friends become foes. Some go home broken-hearted, while others are victorious. When the dust finally settles, one thing stands true. No matter which side you're on, you're part of tradition for those who are Iowan through and through. We're Iowa Corn, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, Almost Famous Popcorn, and Jill Armstrong Realty, the area's premier realtor. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team for all your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Welcome back inside Williams Arena as we count down to tip off Iowa and the Minnesota Gophers. It's time for Coach Bluter on the Hy-Vee Shoot-Around, of course, brought to you by our friends at Hy-Vee. Save time and shop online with Hy-Vee Aisles Online. Go to HyVeeAislesOnline.com. Well, Coach, a difficult place to play. You've had some success, but this team has had success playing on the road, and that's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, it always, it feels great when you win on the road, and it gives you more confidence the next time you do it. And certainly, Minnesota is a team that can shoot the three-pointer really, really well. And we're going to have to guard, really get out and guard the three-point line because, boy, at home they can shoot that ball well.
How about some of their personnel, too? This is a veteran team, though they do start one freshman.
Yeah, their one freshman is inside, but they're veterans. I mean, I feel like Jasmine Powell is older than a junior. I just feel like she's been around forever, but very quick point guard. Sarah Scalia, just an unbelievable shooter, shooting 40% from three-point range and has long range. And they're really benefiting from the transfer portal. Deja Winters is a difference maker. If they didn't have her, their depth would really be hurting. But she is a great three-point shooter. And the Syracuse transferred, the power forward, she really gave us fits last year. So she does a great job kind of bringing you out and driving off you and drawing fouls.
Seems like especially Powell and Scalia, they are players that really can get on a roll and have big nights.
Yeah, they are. That's the thing, is that anybody on this team is capable of that. We all know that Monica and Caitlin are quite capable of that, but truly, any one of those top four players, 1 through 4, are capable of. And then they also bring Hubbard off the bench. Now, she was a starter for many years, and she shoots in conference. She's shooting 43% from three-point range. So, again, I think making them take hard twos is going to be a key for us today.
Back with more with Coach Bluter after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Klosterman Construction, building custom homes for 20 years. Klosterman Construction is a premier custom home builder doing everything from remodels to exclusive custom homes. Klosterman takes the stress out of your building project. Award-winning designs, quality craftsmanship, and superior customer service. Call 319-545-7088.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Check out Bumps Restaurant, located on Melrose Avenue in Iowa City, inside the new Nagel Family Clubhouse at Finkbine Golf Course. We use fresh whole ingredients and scratch cooking in all of our dishes. Come enjoy a blackberry avocado salad, our famous pork tenderloin, or maybe our signature Kinnick burger with a side of our fresh hand-cut french fries. And don't forget to try our legendary Mary and handcrafted cocktails. Reservations are encouraged. Make yours today by calling 319-335-9662. Bumps Restaurant, legendary man, legendary food.
Coach, you talk about Minnesota. A lot of their players can get hot, pretty streaky, but what a 1-2 punch you've had in Caitlin Clark and Monica Sonato. And what's better than playing a great game and getting a victory on your birthday?
I know, I love it. Monica coming here, it's a nice story. We just got to have a good ending here because coming here on her 22nd birthday and playing in the barn for her where she, kind of grew up coming to games and, wishing that she could play here. Well, now she's not wearing the Gophers uniform. They didn't recruit her. But obviously she'd love to get this win. And her sister, ironically, is on the Minnesota Gopher team.
Well, other than Monica playing well, what's important for the Hawkeyes tonight?
Well, again, I think just that three-point defense is just so important, and handling ball screens. They do such a good job of setting those ball screens in the middle of the floor and then getting their spot-up shooters in the corners, and, you help off and help on the ball screen, and there all of a sudden those threes go up. So we got to do a good job of that, but we can push the ball on these guys. I think we can get out and run, and then, I do think that we can work for some good shots. I always talk about that. Like, we want to run and then change tempo. If we don't score anything off of that, okay, now let's dissect the defense and work for that easy two.
What do you expect to see Minnesota do defensively?
Mostly a player-to-player team. We have seen a small amount of 1-2-2 this year, but mostly a player-to-player team.
All right, Coach, let's keep that good record on the road going.
Let's go Hawks.
Head coach Lisa Bluter here on the pregame show. We'll be back with the starting lineups after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Hey, it's hard to beat an instant winner. And that's just what InstaPlay gives you. You buy a ticket and then you can win instantly. But we wanted to make it even better. Right now, all non-winning InstaPlay tickets are eligible to play it again. You can enter for another chance to win big cash prizes from $1,000 to $20,000. Might be hard to beat, but $20,000 would do it for me. Visit ialottery.com for complete details.
And tonight's national anthem here at Williams Arena. And tonight's national anthem from Williams Arena in Minneapolis, Minnesota, on the campus of the University of Minnesota. It's Iowa and the Golden Gophers. Hawkeyes got back into the top 25 in the AP, just at 25, and want to start that climb once again. And now it's time for Jamie's keys to a Hawkeye victory tonight. What has to happen here at the Old Barn?
Well, I think a big one for tonight is going to be just the intensity and the tenacity coming out to start the game, because you're on the road. And when you're on the road, you can't have a first quarter like they did the previous in our previous game. The second one is I do think that the guard game needs to really step it up on the defensive end. And I'm putting a lot of pressure right there on Kate Martin and Gabby Marshall, because I do think that that's going to control the game. If they can try to stop that guard play, I think it'll be huge, huge, huge for the Hawkeyes on the defensive end. So a lot of pressure probably on the guards right there, but I think the defensive end needs to be really getting out there and being forceful. And then the last one, get the ball inside. It's the birthday girl, right? I mean, I love her every day, but man,
you get
especially today.
A few more touches tonight, right, inside?
Yes, I think she should shoot it at least 22 times. So wouldn't that be awesome, though, 22 times? If she shot it 22 times, that'd be a lot of points because she has high percentage shooting. So, but really, get the ball inside. They are weaker in the post. They need to get the ball into Monica.
That's Jamie's keys to a Hawkeye victory tonight against Minnesota. First of two meetings. Minnesota 9-9, 2-4 in the Big Ten, 5-5 inside Williams Arena. Starting lineup for the Gophers. Deja Winters, 5'11" forward, averaging 11.5 points a contest, a transfer from Seton Hall and North Carolina A&T. Jasmine Powell, a junior from Detroit, averaging 13.4 and 4.6 rebounds. Sarah Scalia, who has hurt the Hawkeyes before, had 16 in this building against Iowa last season, and is averaging 15.7 and a terrific three-point shooter. Caddy Sissoko also has hurt the Hawkeyes in the past, averaging 11.1 and 6 boards. And then the freshman in the middle at 6'2", inserted into the starting lineup mid-December, Rose Misha, averaging 6'1 and 4.5 boards a contest. Familiar starting five for the Hawkeyes in the road black uniforms tonight. Kate Martin and McKenna Warnock, the forwards. Monica Sonano, averaging 19.9 points a game in the middle. And the backcourt of Caitlin Clark and Gabby Marshall. Clark, the nation's leading scorer, at 25.6 a contest. So here we go. Sonano jumps with Sissoko, and Minnesota wins the tap, and will start the basket to our left. Jasmine Powell will run the point. Warnock comes out on her. Sissoko, top of the key, gives it off to Powell. She tries to make a move in the paint, then kicks it back out to Misha. Now here's a jumper from the elbow by Sissoko that's no good, a little bit strong off the back of the iron, and Kate Martin comes down with the rebound. Here's Clark. Back to Martin, whips the ball to the right side. Marshall, good ball movement around the outer arc for the Hawkeyes here. First possession of the ball game. Sonano screens for Clark. Jumper from 17, right wing, and the Hawks strike first.
And that's a way to start the game, having Caitlin Clark looking right there, looking for that shot.
Minnesota couldn't convert in transition. The Hawkeyes quickly down the court. Here's Clark. Thought about a 17-foot jumper, but gets it inside to Sonano. Turns on the right block. Shot is up and no good. Off the right side of the rim. Good move, just didn't get it to go. Monica will make 9 out of 10 of those. Hawks on top, 2-0. Ball floated inside, and there's 2 for Sissoko.
Sissoko was just posting up Gabby Marshall. She does have a height advantage on her, so I will just have to make sure and adapt for that.
Transfer from Syracuse. Here's Caitlin Clark. fakes a handoff, then drives the right baseline. Floater is up and swishes it through. That's 4 for Caitlin Clark.
And she did have a person come off and help on her, but I always think that she has a good eye for, hey, is this still a smart shot even with 2 people? And I'd agree that that was still a smart shot for her.
On the move, Scalia drives in. Floater is too strong off the window. And Minnesota one and done. Here's Marshall. Free throw line extended right, keeps that dribble going, looks inside, then kicks it to the top of the key. There's Kate Martin. Martin, one dribble. Hawkeyes are looking inside. Deep three-pointer. Clark, a little bit strong off the right side of the iron, but Kate Martin gets the offensive rebound. Warnock pulls for 3. Strong from the top of the key. And the rebound to the point guard, Jasmine Powell. Powell, the junior from Detroit. She'll pull from 3. A little bit strong. Nice box out by Caitlin Clark. And she moves in transition. Drops it off for Sonata. Left-handed layup is too strong in transition. And Monica starts 0 for 2.
That's a hard move for a post to do. We're not used to the transition.
Drive in by Powell, a little bit strong off the window. Hawks in transition again. Kate Martin, flip back to Caitlin Clark. She drives in, lays it off for Sonato. That's an easy 2. Beautiful distribution there by Caitlin Clark.
Beautiful. All of that was a beautiful play. Nice read, nice little pass. And then the finish, mwah.
She's not going to miss any of those.
I think she got all her misses out.
6-2 Hawkeyes here in the early going. We've played 3 minutes. Minnesota with the ball, and Kate Martin with a bump of Scalia about 30 feet from the basket, and Katie Feuerbach comes in for Kate Martin.
Should we give Kate Martin a round of applause? 5 rebounds in, less than 5 minutes. So, woo, getting after those boards.
Here's Powell. Drives in, and nice defense by Monica Sonato to knock the ball away. Gets it to Caitlin Clark. She's at the free throw line. She's doubled. Now Warnock inside. And a nice move off the window by Monica Sonato. Took a big step to get through a double team.
Sure did. That is a power move by a powerful Big Ten post.
If not for Caitlin Clark, you would think that Monica Sonato would have been Iowa's registered Big Ten player of the week last week.
I thought she was going, but I mean, how? How do you choose? That has to be hard.
Feuerbach, a shot that's partially blocked, but falls right into the hands of McKenna Warnock, who lays it up on the left block for her first basket. And timeout taken by Minnesota as Iowa takes an 8-point lead, 10-2 at the 6:16 mark of the first quarter.
Yeah, this has just been all Iowa for the last 3-4 minutes. I mean, it's truly all Iowa. I feel like the power is all on Iowa's side. They're only allowing 1 shot or 1 pass or anything over there. They're not getting those multiple attempts, and so there's 0 wind behind Minnesota's sails right now.
And that's what prompted Lindsay Whalen to take a timeout to settle her team down. We'll take it as well. 6:16 left to go in the first. A hot start for the Hawkeyes, up 10-2. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Oh, you know that old injury of yours? The one in your knee or maybe back? Instead of going to the doctor and then doing physical therapy, why not start with therapy first? Athletico Physical Therapy is changing the whole healing process around. Their physical therapists will find the source of your pain and help fix it. Start with them and start living pain-free. Just like that.
It all starts with Athletico Physical Therapy. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. No prescription needed. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Hey, it's hard to beat an instant winner. And that's just what InstaPlay gives you. You buy a ticket and then you can win instantly. But we wanted to make it even better. Right now, all non-winning InstaPlay tickets are eligible to play it again. You can enter for another chance to win big cash prizes from $1,000 to $20,000. Might be hard to beat, but $20,000 would do it for me. Visit IALottery.com for complete details.
Terrific start for the Hawkeyes. Clark with 4, Sonano 4, Warnock 2. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Minnesota whips it around the outer arc, and there's an air ball by Gadiva Hubbard, who just came into the game. Remember, she was a starter last year for Minnesota. Hawkeyes get the rebound on top 10-2. Feuerbach in for Kate Martin. Jamie, looked like she maybe got hit in the temple when she committed that foul.
Yep. She was getting checked out. They're doing all the protocols they need to do for any type of head injury.
And Gabby Marshall swishes a three-pointer from the left wing.
I'd love for Gabby Marshall to get hot and just go on a run, because we need something like that. I think Iowa really needs somebody else other than the three we normally hear from to start, making some noise.
And she's certainly very capable. 40% three-point shooter. 13-2. Pull-up jumper from the elbow is good for Sissoko. She's been all the offense for Minnesota. And it's 13-4 Hawkeyes. Feuerbach, left wing, drives paint. Pulls up her dribble about 10 feet away from the hoop. Now Sonano, way out behind the arc, finds Warnock. Sonano screen. McKenna bounces a pass inside to Sonano, and it's blocked away by Helgren and out of bounds along the baseline, but the Hawks will keep possession.
And Helgren's tall. There's a lot of length
6'5".
Yeah, there's a lot of length, some long arms. There's a definite height advantage for her down on the defensive end.
Transfer from Kansas, back up post, and here's Caitlin Clark whipping into the paint and just lays it up with the right hand right off the dribble. Never let that ball touch her left hand.
Well, she did a good job of reading it. She wasn't really attacking. She was just going along, and saw that the lane was already wide open and turned the corner.
6 for Clark. It's 15-4. And going to work on the baseline is Sissoko. Quick first step, reverse layup, and she has 6. Surprised Warnock with how fast that first step was on the baseline.
It was a fast step. And Sissoko has all their points. She is the only person who scored for Minnesota thus far.
Clark gives it off to Marshall on the right wing. Hawks are really looking inside every time they move the basketball. Goes Sonano's way. One dribble. Up, shot, no, but she is fouled on the double team.
And they're really going hard at Sonano, but I think they're on the defensive end, but they need to keep getting the ball into her. And I got a message from my mom about Monica's parents. My mom's like, oh my gosh, that game where you played against your sister, my sister played at Missouri State. She goes, oh, that was just the worst game. I just hated it. So she said she felt for Monica's parents tonight. And I'm sure, I can't imagine as a parent watching your kids go up against each other, whether they're on the court together or not. It's just, you have so many allegiances to the teams.
Maggie Sonano, a 6-foot freshman for Minnesota. Both free throws good for Monica Sonano, who has 6, and Iowa goes up 17-6. Just over 4 minutes left to go in the first. Asia Winters comes back, and we've got a foul underneath on Iowa's Tomi Taiwo, who just entered the contest. Minnesota will have it along the baseline, a box set. Gophers get it into Jasmine Powell, the point guard. Powell on the left wing. Can really get it going. But Iowa's defensive pressure has been very good on the perimeter so far. Little hesitation move by Powell. Gets it to the baseline. Sissoko, a jump shot. Missed that one from 10 feet. Hawks get the rebound. In transition, Clark tried to find Addie O'Grady, and it's knocked away by Jasmine Powell. Minnesota heads the other direction. Gets the ball inside to Sissoko. Her layup is no good. Ball tipped around and dug up by Kate Martin. Good to see her back into the ball game. and then loses control of the basketball when she dribbled it behind her back and hands it off to Taiwo.
Well, she just had a really good defensive possession down there. She did a great job getting after that ball.
And Martin drives in, kicks it to Taiwo, and she drills the three-pointer from the left baseline. Wide open three by Tomi Taiwo. And it's been a while since she's knocked down a three-pointer.
Man, I love when Tomi is playing in there and being aggressive on the offensive end. She's always aggressive on the defensive end, but when she's on the O board playing that offensive end well, I love it.
Powell misses a 15-footer right from the free throw line. Hawks with a rebound. They have limited extra touches for Minnesota. Clark along the baseline to Warnock. Missed the layup. Goes up again. Has it knocked away.
Ugh.
Warnock wide open on that one.
She's going to be mad about that.
Yes, she will. Here's Hubbard. Drives in right side. Layup good. 5'9" senior. It's her first basket. Sissoko had the other 6 points. Backdoor cut, Kate Martin. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebound down to Jasmine Powell. Hawks have been able to get about every look they want.
They're great passes. The ball is moving very well, just not getting the finishes.
20-8. Hawkeyes on top. We approach 2 left to go in the first. Powell at the elbow. Drives left side, kicks it into the corner, and threw it away. Winters couldn't handle the pass, tried to knock it off of Taiwo, but she caught it. Gets it to Clark. She probes the middle and comes out to the right wing and tried to get a pass inside to O'Grady and threw it right to Jasmine Powell. Nobody there. Tried a no-look bounce pass. Gophers reverse the ball. Here's Hubbard. Now Sissoko along the baseline, and a blocking foul will be called on McKenna Warnock.
And Iowa's doing a really good job on the top 3 scorers for Minnesota. Have not even been heard from yet. That's Powell, Scalia, and Winters. All 3 have not put any points on the board yet. So, I mean, that's some defensive pressure right there from Iowa.
Sissoko averaging 11. And here's Taiwo picking off a pass, gets it to Clark, back to Taiwo, has her layup blocked, and then had it knocked off of her right hand. Boy, that's probably one Caitlin ought to take herself.
Right, or fake the pass, right? Yeah, I would agree. She should have probably
taken it. She's so good at finishing around the basket.
She is. And I love that she wants to pass it. That's great, but I'm also like, I really just want the points. I want Iowa to have the points.
22-8. Hawkeyes, Minnesota with the ball. Sissoko at the free throw line. Kicks it left side to Alexis Smith, the backup point guard. Doesn't look for a shot much, but pulls up from 8 foot and drills that one. That's her first basket. 4 points off the bench now for Minnesota. Hawks by 10. Clark to Martin. Around the arc to Marshall, looks inside. Sonano back in there. Now Taiwo against Winters and almost lost the ball. Tomi hands it to Caitlin Clark. We've got 10 to shoot. Clark top of the key. Drives in, and the right-handed layup is no good off the window. Sonano gets the rebound. Drops it off Kate Martin. Floater, no. And Minnesota comes away with the basketball. Scalia, left side. Marshall comes out on her. Way out near midcourt. And Minnesota can hold for 1. 15 seconds. Gophers down 10. Scalia out near midcourt still. There's 7-6. Gets a ball screen. Pass into the corner. Shot by Smith. And the three-pointer is good from the right wing.
Ooh.
So Alexia Smith with 5 points.
Yeah, and Minnesota just finished that off with a 7-0 run. So good start for Iowa, but did not continue throughout the whole quarter. But not a bad first quarter, though. All in all, if you look at the whole thing.
And the Hawks able to get good shots, especially in the paint, just couldn't convert the back half of that first quarter. Here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn is a multi-purpose crop which benefits the entire state. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides clean-burning fuel for our planet. Thank you to Iowa's corn farmers. We've played one. Iowa 20, Minnesota 13. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Mid-American Energy, being obsessively, relentlessly at your service means delivering reliable, affordable energy to you. And it also means marking underground utility lines before you break ground to keep you safe. Trimming trees to keep them away from electric lines so power is there when you need it. And it means working safely and quickly to power your home and business, no matter what the weather. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. That's Mid-American Energy.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Check out Bumps Restaurant, located on Melrose Avenue in Iowa City, inside the new Nagel Family Clubhouse at Finkbine Golf Course. We use fresh whole ingredients and scratch cooking in all of our dishes. Come enjoy a blackberry avocado salad, our famous pork tenderloin, or maybe our signature Kinnick burger with a side of our fresh hand-cut french fries. And don't forget to try our legendary Mary and handcrafted cocktails. Reservations are encouraged. Make yours today by calling 319-335-9662. Bumps Restaurant, legendary man, legendary food.
Welcome back inside Williams Arena, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Rob Brooks, Jamie Cavey Lang, Iowa women's basketball. After 1, Iowa 20, Minnesota 13. The Iowa Lottery's Insta-Play games are fast and fun to play. They're like scratch tickets without the scratching. Right now, you can enter any non-winning Insta-Play ticket for your chance to win big cash prizes. Visit www.ialottery.com/VIP to learn more. Hawks with a basketball after Minnesota finished the first quarter on a 7-0 run. And Warnock can't handle a simple pass on the right wing, goes right through her hands and out of bounds.
Somebody grease up the ball, maybe, you know? Did we watch where the ball was during that? I'm kidding.
Maybe her hands are still cold from the minus 11 degree temperatures up here. On the move, Hubbard goes up strong and is fouled. Good three-point shooter that can also put it on the floor and get to the basket.
Now, the hard thing whenever there's a break between quarters or halves and things like that is you never know if you're going to lose some of that defensive intensity. I think that's the area that you tend to lose something is more on the defensive end. So Iowa has to, each time you come out of a break, like reestablish yourself.
So Godiva Hubbard at the free throw line, getting a pair. Strong on the first one, no good. Warnock, that's her second. So Feuerbach comes in. Second one in the air, got it. Hubbard with 3, 5'9" senior. And it's 22-14. Clark out of Marshall. On the right wing, now Feuerbach in between the circles. Hands it off to Clark. Smith comes out on her, the backup point guard. Clark drives right side, gets to the paint, and off the window in traffic, and it goes.
I feel like Clark right now versus the beginning of the season, she has a better focus on finishing all those shots, right?
Not worrying about if she's fouled.
Yep, she's doing a great job of getting that finish.
22-14, because you'll get some calls and some you won't. Here's Smith, right side. Clark comes out on her. Hubbard. And now Smith with 5 to shoot. 30 feet from the basket, gets a screen, will pull up from 15, and shot didn't go, but a foul will be called with 1 second left on the shot clock.
Well, not exactly what they wanted to do on that defensive possession.
Clark picks up her first. Sissoko comes back for the Gophers.
Warnock is out right now with 2 fouls. I'm guessing she might join in a little bit.
Alexia Smith who started one game this year. Just a 52% free throw shooter. Missed the first, got the second. But she has 6 points and averages 2.9. So Jasmine Powell on the bench, the starting point guard for Minnesota. All the way to the hoop. Clark missed the left-handed layup. I think she was surprised how wide open she was. Smith with the rebound. 22-15 Hawkeyes. Just underway second quarter. Here's Winters driving right side. No. Rebound put back with the left hand is good by Mishaw. 6'2 freshman gets her first hoop. Little garbage bucket. And it's 22-17. Feuerbach loses control of the basketball and out of bounds. Helgren comes back, 6'5 center. Shaw comes out. Hawkeyes 22, Minnesota 17. Gophers with the basketball. Winters right wing. Gets it to Sissoko, drives in, kicks it left side to Smith. Declined the three-pointer. Now in the paint, turnaround jumper off Clark, no. Caitlin comes down with the rebound. Crosses the timeline on the left wing. Dribbles between her legs, tries to break free, and now gets it inside to Sonato. Lost control of the ball, had it knocked away. Kicks it around. Now here's a three-pointer, top of the key. Clark, count it!
So sure, why not? Wide open here, right here. Top of the key. Who wouldn't want to shoot that shot? Me, I wouldn't, but I would guess that's got to feel like bread and butter for her.
Caitlin likes all shots, right? And especially shooting a high percentage here tonight.
Oh, man. Clark tonight is 5 of 8. She's 1 of 2 from three-point land.
Little runner in the paint, and Scalia somehow gets that to go. Fading away off the glass, rattled it home.
Scalia has to fight for every single thing she's taking right now.
Here's Clark, turns the corner. Tried to get a pass inside to Sonato, but it's knocked away by Winters and out of bounds. Powell back for Smith, then it's 25-19. Hawkeyes on top, 7 minutes exactly left to go, second quarter. Clark will inbounds along the baseline, out high to Marshall. She'll fire a three-pointer, swishes it. Gabby Marshall, 2 for 2 from behind the arc.
I like it.
Remember a week ago, Hawkeyes won at Purdue going 0 for 15 from three-point range. 28-19, turnaround in the paint. Sissoko short. Clark gets the rebound. And Caitlin will slow things down. Hawks will run some offense. On top by 9. Bounce pass, Kate Martin, right wing, inside. Sonato turns to the left hand. Shot no good. Good battle underneath, but Minnesota came up with the ball. Three-pointer, a little bit long for Winters. Three-pointer in transition. Martin the rebound. Ahead to Gabby Marshall. They identify her quickly in transition. Martin now free throw line extended right. Clark between the circles. Winters now on her. Uses a Sonato screen and pulls from 3. Got it.
Don't mind if I do.
Caitlin Clark hot from behind the arc.
Sure is. Man, 2 for 3 so far today. Keep them coming.
Plus hit a long range jumper, and it's 31-19. Hawks go back up by 12. Inside. Sissoko kicks it out to Powell for 3, no. Sonato hustles after the rebound on the baseline. Gets it to Clark. Cross-court pass to Kate Martin, who finishes with the right hand. Beautiful pass. Clark to Martin, her first hoop. Timeout Gophers.
That looked so nice, and Clark does such a good job of bringing the ball up. But even bigger, though, is realizing she kind of paces herself, knowing that she's giving an advantage to that person who's sprinting the court and rewarding them, Kate Martin in this case, with that nice layup. And an 8-0 run for the Hawkeyes.
And Martin had to make a nice catch. Basically jump stop and go right back up.
She could
Otherwise,
be a wide
been
receiver
too far
with that
underneath.
catch. You see that? Yeah, she could do what? She's great. She has some good hands.
So now 6 players have scored for the Hawkeyes. Gophers timeout. 5:21 left to go, second quarter. Hawks on an 8-0 run, lead at 33-19. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Multi-platinum country superstar Sarah Evans is bringing her Copy That tour to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on May 21st.
I could not ask for more. You were born to fly. No place that far.
Tickets are on sale now at riversidecasinoandresort.com.
Get your ice cold Bud Light. Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawks on an 8-0 run. Lead at 33-19. Led 20-13 after one. Caitlin Clark with 14 already. And Jamie just doing it from inside and out. We know that the three-point shot has not been there so far this year, but it looks good tonight.
Man, it looks really, really good. Everything I would say looks good for her right now. She's pushing the ball well, she's attacking well, and then just shooting well and confidently from the outside. However, she's not the only one who is shooting well from the outside for the Hawkeyes. Right now, as a team, Iowa is 5 of 7. 5 of 7 here, people, 71%. And that is because Clark is 2 of 3, but Marshall is a perfect 2 of 2. Taiwo is a perfect 1 of 1. And Warnock has shot just one shot and unfortunately has missed it. But man, 5 of 7 as a team, keep them coming.
Hawks will play defense. O'Grady back in for Iowa. And a whistle underneath. Winters went down. That'll go against O'Grady. Had some good minutes against Minnesota Sunday. Played 6:29 and had 4 points and 3 rebounds. All possession for Minnesota. Iowa 33, Minnesota 19. Here's a 14-foot jump shot that is good for Scalia. Scalia with 4. Clark in the paint, twists, and kind of moved that pivot foot and lost her balance before she tried to get a pass on the left block to Addie O'Grady.
Doesn't get travel calls very often, actually, for how much she handles the ball.
No, just kind of lost her balance, tried to back in to create an angle. 4:45 left to go, second quarter, 33-21. Minnesota behind the Hawkeyes with the basketball. Hawkeyes really doing a good job pressuring that three-point line. And down on the right block, Sissoko goes to work with a turnaround jumper. She has 8.
Just worked her way down, down, down against Kate Martin. And Kate did an okay job on defense. Just if you get her, you know, she's only 4 feet from the basket at that point.
Feuerbach, free throw line extended left, drives in, and the shot off the window is no good, but a blocking foul will be caught on Minnesota.
I like the drive by Feuerbach there.
Sissoko picks up her second. So Sissoko will come out. Feuerbach at the free throw line, doesn't get the first.
And at this point, Powell and Winters are still held scoreless.
Feuerbach makes the free throw. Bagwell to Talanich comes in. 6 foot forward from right here in Minneapolis. Down on the left block, left-handed shot is up, and good strong move by Michon. She has 4. Starting post player for Minnesota, and that's 34-25. Hawks with the lead in the basketball. Clark, free throw line extended right. Powell comes out on her, and then Caitlin breaks free, misfires from 17. O'Grady the rebound. Now a 3 for Caitlin Clark from deep, and she drills it just right at the top of the key.
Just the old repeat button on that one.
And no hesitation.
Nope.
37-25. Shot is up and no good by Powell from long range. Feuerbach gets the rebound. Clark down court. O'Grady left-handed layup. Beat everybody down the floor and lays it in.
Yes. O'Grady's hands were ready for that one. She did a good job looking back towards Caitlin for that.
And here's a Feuerbach steal at the timeline. Drives in. Right-handed layup on the left side is good. Feuerbach, 3 off the bench, and it's 41-25, Hawkeyes. 2:40 left to go, second quarter, pull-up jumper, top of the key. Winters splashes at home. Her first basket, averaging 11.5.
Yep. She's just 1 of 4 for so far today.
You mentioned Powell has not scored.
She shot 5 shots, just has not hit any of them.
Averaging 13.4. 41-27 Hawkeyes. Here's Martin, turnaround jumper from 10, rimming no. Nice box out by Michon, and she gets the rebound to Winters. Working the right side offensively, drives to the middle, pull-up jumper from the free throw line is good. Asia Winters had 20 the last time out against Ohio State.
She's capable of scoring, and she just hit 2 shots like that.
Minnesota lost that contest 83-75. 41-29. Hawks with the lead in the ball, and a hold will be called on Minnesota. That'll go against Deja Winters. Sonano and Taiwo back in for O'Grady.
Minnesota personal number 4.
And Gabby Marshall.
That is her first second team foul.
Smith for Minnesota. Powell will sit down. Ball possession for the Hawks. Clark to Sonano, back to Clark. And Caitlin will pull from the top of the key. Got it. No rim again for Caitlin Clark. That's 19 in the first half.
She's looking so good out there. She's taking smart shots, putting them up effortlessly.
And then Minnesota answers with Bagwell Katalnich with a jumper. Good production off the bench for Minnesota tonight. Only had 2 bench points against Ohio State in that loss. And Sonano gets the ball down on the right block and is held from behind.
And Michon she's not big. Like if you're just looking at her, you wouldn't think, oh, she's probably not going to be that hard to go against. But she is very strong. You can tell that in the post. She's holding her own. Yep. She's holding her own, even though Monica has size over her. It's still a battle down there.
Ball possession for the Hawks, out to Gabby Marshall, top of the key, bounce pass inside to Sonano, and she turns and is fouled underneath, and will get 2. That'll be Helgren. Her first, and Sonano with 6 points on her 22nd birthday at the line. Need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers? Visit midamericanenergy.com for details, plus energy saving tips. First free throw good. 31-6 against Nebraska. Sonano buries the second one. She was also 9 out of 10 from the free throw line in that game. There's an up and under move that won't go for Sissoko. Here's Clark trying to bounce pass inside, and just an errant pass Dug up by Hubbard. And now Winters for 3 and swishes that one from the right wing. Winters with 7, and it's 45-34. 30 seconds left to go, second quarter.
Winters saying, don't count me out. Just because I didn't score any points in the first quarter, here I am.
Well, she's a 44% three-point shooter. Hawks can basically hold for 1. Clark out near the midcourt stripe of the big Minnesota M. Angles left side. Now drives the paint, and a bumping foul will be called on Godiva Hubbard.
A Minnesota personal 13, Godiva Hubbard. That is her first, the 5th on the Gophers.
And that's the 5th team foul on Minnesota. So a couple of free throws for Caitlin Clark.
Shooting 2.
Hate to say how automatic these are, but there's one. Clark 12 of 12 from the line against Minnesota. Second one perfect. 21 first half points for Caitlin Clark.
I mean, in a very fluid 21 points. And fluid means just
maybe
they're
as
flowing.
good
They're flowing.
Maybe as good a first half as we've seen her play.
Yep.
Here's Smith, half court desperation shot, and off the left side of the window, and that'll do it for the first 20 minutes of basketball. Iowa in control the entire way, leads at 47-34. Blue is caring, blue is convenient, and now blue is Medicare Advantage from Wellmark Advantage Health Plan, offering all-in-one Medicare coverage, our extensive network, and the confidence of being covered by Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Learn more at wellmarkadvantage.com. Hawkeye basketball also presented by Dodge Street Tire and Auto. Locally owned and operated, has been voted best of the area for the 9th consecutive year. Proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Visit Dodge Street Tire for all of your automotive needs, including the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating 29 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. The Bud Light halftime show is coming up from Williams Arena. Iowa 47, Minnesota 34 at the half. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the hotel at Kirkwood Center, Klosterman Construction, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home of the beautiful Guarantee. Bachmeyer Carpet One is proud to support the Hawkeyes. If you're looking to remodel, build a new home, or just redo a room, we are your flooring store. Outstanding design and sales staff with the knowledge to guide you in a friendly, stress-free atmosphere. Bachmeyer Carpet One. Come visit us.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Ladies, Gary Dolphin here. Authentic Brand's stylish line of products are designed by ladies for ladies. You will love the unique Hawkeye options available for your next tailgate. These same Authentic Brand styles are available to outfit your professional life as well. With Authentic Brand by TCB Companies, you'll look your best at the game, work, or anywhere in between. Outfit your life today at authentic-brand.com. Authentic Brand by TCB Companies.
Oh, you know that old injury of yours, the one in your knee or maybe back? Instead of going to the doctor and then doing physical therapy, why not start with therapy first? Athletico Physical Therapy is changing the whole healing process around. Their physical therapists will find the source of your pain and help fix it. Start with them and start living pain-free. Just like that.
It all starts with Athletico Physical Therapy. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. No prescription needed. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Welcome back to Williams Arena as we are at the half, and the Hawkeyes lead the Golden Gophers 47-34 behind 21 first half points by Caitlin Clark. This is the halftime show brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena. This year, Bud Light is for the fans. Jamie, how about look at the first half statistics as Iowa, aforementioned 21 from Caitlin Clark, but shot the ball very, very well.
Is 8 of 12 good? I didn't know
I like
that.
it. I like it.
Yeah, 8 of 12 from the field, 3 of 4 from the three-point line. They're perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line. But she didn't stop there. 5 assists, coming along with 2 rebounds. So doing a lot out there right now. But she's not the only one who's doing some great things for the Hawkeyes. Monica Sonano has 8 points today, 2 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Marshall has 6, and that's from a perfect 2 of 2 from the three-point line. And then there's a supporting cast of Taiwo with 3, Feuerbach with 3, Martin 2, Warnock 2, O'Grady 2. So everyone is shooting well. 17 of 31 or 33 are the Hawkeyes. They are 51.5% from the field. They are 75% from the three-point line. So an amazing, amazing three-point field goal percentage. Minnesota's points, they have 8 points. Leading is Sissoko. There we go. Sorry about that. 7 points from Winners. 6 points from Smith, 4 from Scalia, 4 from Michelle, and 3 points from Hubbard. So really just a smattering of other players scoring. Nobody's really going on a roll yet for Minnesota. However, we can see what happens in the second half. Additional fun thing going on right now, 9 rebounds for Martin right now. So 9 rebounds in one half, really getting after it there.
Which you have 5 in the first 3-4 minutes
Oh,
of the
yeah,
game.
and she's just continued on. Iowa as a team doing fabulous things, 22 rebounds as a team compared to Minnesota's 11. So something that Iowa's been fluctuating on. Man, hopefully they can figure out how to keep this type of rebounding going.
It's been a good 20 minutes. Now looking for 20 more. Iowa 41, Minnesota 34 on the Bud Light halftime show. Back with more after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
You know when your internet works, your life works. Living with unreliable internet or slow speeds is a hassle you can't afford. Hawk fans, don't settle for subpar service. Get Extreme Internet and transform your whole home. With Extreme powered by Mediacom, you can enjoy speeds from 60 meg up to an incredible 1 gig, intelligent whole home Wi-Fi, and unbeatable reliability. You want great internet at a great price? Give us a call at 844-4FASTER and talk to the Extreme Internet Pros today. Speeds may vary and a monthly data usage allowance applies.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Behind Caitlin Clark's 21, Iowa leads 47-34 at the half. It's time now for the U.S. Bank scoreboard update. And of course, at U.S. Bank, we know when you invest in a community, the community invests in you. We are committed to providing high-quality, innovative products and services that meet the needs and demands of our customers. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Of course, it's 47-34 here at the half. Hawkeyes on top. 2 finals in the Big Ten already. Number 8, Michigan 83, Wisconsin 44. Number 12, Maryland loses at Ohio State. High-scoring contest, 95-89. 2 other games also at the half. Illinois is trailing Purdue in Champaign 40-30. And Penn State and Northwestern tied at 28. Rutgers and Nebraska postponed tonight. 47-34-21 for Caitlin Clark. Leads the Hawkeyes. Sanano with 8. Marshall, a couple of 3-pointers with 6. 47-34 is the score. Hawks on top. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
What would you buy with an extra $1,000 to Shields this holiday season? How about an extra $5,000? Shields and Under Armour are giving away the ultimate holiday shopping spree. Now through December 13th, we're giving away a $1,000 Shields gift card every Monday. And on December 20th, one lucky winner will be drawn for a $5,000 Shields gift card. Register now at shields.com/win.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Flu season is here, and you can get your flu shot now at your Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and you can schedule your appointment online. Just go to Hy-Vee.com/mypharmacy. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. This year, it's more important than ever to stay healthy. So go online to Hy-Vee.com/mypharmacy today to schedule your flu shot and get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. Some restrictions may apply.
All right, welcome back, Hawk fans. We are at halftime of the Iowa women's basketball game versus the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Iowa is leading right now 47-34, and we have just about 3 minutes left until we start this third quarter. And now we're going to take a quick look at those points in the paint. Points in the paint, Iowa has 16, Minnesota 14. So if it was just a battle of the points in the paint, Iowa would be the winner. But we'll see what happens here in the second half. If they can stay hot from the three-point line, I'm okay with those points being outside that paint. So when we come back, we will begin the third quarter and the score being 47 Iowa, 34 Minnesota. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At MidAmerican Energy, we harvest the wind to provide you with clean, affordable energy. But did you know our commitment to wind energy also creates jobs and generates millions in local revenue? That's money your community can use to fix roads, support first responders, and improve schools. MidAmerican Energy's commitment to renewable energy delivers positive results for our state. And it's one more way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
About 45 seconds until the start of the third quarter. And Jamie, if Iowa can play anywhere close to how they did in the first 20 minutes, this is going to be another road victory, but still, Minnesota, very capable team that can get hot. It's a streaky team. That's why you've got 9 wins and 9 losses, but can score points in bunches.
Yeah, Iowa really set the tone, I think, in the first half when they came out on that defensive end. That was what happened in the very first half, or the very first quarter. They came out aggressive, and that allowed Iowa's offense to flow then, right? That always, the spur of the great defense helps out that offense. If Iowa can just come out and be aggressive on the defensive end again, I think that it should be an easy game for them to win. But they do need to bring that intensity, that tenacity, that aggressiveness that you need in order to stop a team that is streaky. You can't let them go on runs.
How important the first 4 minutes here in the quarter?
Oh, I think they're huge. I think they need to set the tone. Iowa needs to come out and set the tone and not allow those runs to happen for them, because you can tell Minnesota can feed. They can feed off each other and they can go.
Minnesota averages 70 points a game.
Yeah, they can score.
But credit that Iowa defense, and have looked sharp at the offensive end as well. Minnesota basketball to start the third quarter. Basket to our right, and Alexia Smith gets the start at point guard for Minnesota. So Powell will not start here in the second half. Iowa stays aggressive defensively, and Clark taps the ball out of the hands of Winters along the baseline, and it goes out of bounds, and Minnesota will have it.
Touches, taps like that help. They slow down, they mess up the offense, they make it not be fluid.
7 to shoot, and that's exactly what Scalia does, and drills a deep three-pointer. That gives you an idea of how hot Minnesota can get. And she knifed that three-pointer right through and has 7. Hawks did a terrific job on her, leading scorer. And Caitlin Clark answers it from the left wing and drills the three-pointer. 24 already for Caitlin Clark.
Just took a couple dribbles to the left just to give her a teeny bit of space and popped it. That's it. Very simple move.
And she hasn't had a lot of space in which to work. Here's Smith, drives down the left side of the lane. The floater is good off the window. She has 8. Remember, doesn't even average 3 points a game. And a whistle. Winters her second. And that'll get Godiva Hubbard up off the bench for Deja Winters. Hubbard had 3 in the first 2 quarters. Sonano at the free throw line. Swishes the first. As you would imagine, plenty of family and friends here tonight. Second one perfect. And Monica in double figures with 10. And it's 52-39. Hawkeyes just underway, third quarter. Smith against Marshall. Gives it to Scalia. Drives down the left side of the lane. The little floater is no good. A little bit strong off the front of the rim. Clark hustles down the court. Dribbles behind her back. Pulls from the top of the key. Rimming no. And Scalia comes away with a rebound. Pushes the ball to left side. That's Hubbard. Ball reversal for Minnesota. Sissoko. Now to Scalia. And Smith, a three-pointer. Left baseline is no good. Sonano tapped the ball to Kate Martin. Hawks in transition. Here's Clark on the right wing. Hesitates, drives baseline, kicks it out. Here's a three-pointer. Warnock got it from the top of the key. Great ball movement.
Iowa says, oh, you like that first half? Let me see. Wait till you watch the second half. They're 2 of 2 so far from the three-point line.
And it's 55-39 Hawkeyes. Sean gets a touch inside, has to kick it back out to Scalia. They keep looking inside, but Sonano doing a great job defensively, and Scalia will pull for 3 off the back of the iron. That was kind of a desperation shot, couldn't get anything going. Well, decided to shoot it. Clark to Martin, lob pass inside to Sonano, gathers and goes up strong off the window. Sonano with 12.
I think Martin had the shot, but she gave it up for that pass to the birthday girl, and that's okay because Monica is money inside.
And had a freshman on her. And it's 57-39. Along the baseline, Sissoko goes up. And she was going to shoot that no matter what. And it's no good. In transition, Sonano scores and is fouled from behind. Monica Sonano running the floor beautifully.
I mean, Minnesota is just not getting back in the transition defense, so Iowa has to just keep attacking, keep going every time, down, down, down. I'd say every other time is a transition opportunity for Iowa.
Hubbard picks up her second, and Sonano a chance for a traditional three-point play at the line.
Let's see if she can further this 9-0 run of Iowa's.
And she does. Sonano with 15, had 8 in the first 2 quarters. Addie O'Grady comes in, and it's 60-39, a 21-point advantage for the Hawks. We talked about the first 3 or 4 minutes of this quarter. It's been all Iowa.
It has. They came out very aggressive. And if they can just keep churning, keep going, man, that could make it a nice little fourth quarter for them. And it's okay for them to have a little bit of a break if they can take it.
Hawkeyes won here last year, 94-68. Scalia scores. That's a 2-pointer. She has 9. Hawks quickly down court. Marshall gets into the paint, spins, goes up with the shot, gets it to go, count it, and she's fouled. A little scoop shot from the paint.
Scoop shot and a little bit of a gift on that one, right? It's that roll, that seems like a treat for her. Speaking of treats, I bought myself some of these Potbelly mini oatmeal chocolate chip cookies.
You going to open them early?
I already ate a few. We'll leave it at that.
Marshall drills the free throw, and it's 63-41. Scalia, their first personal, has the basketball. Stops at the free throw line, kicks it out, and a three-pointer is no good by Sissoko. And Minnesota one and done. The Hawks have done a great job on the boards. Here's Clark all the way to the paint. Layup, good. Split two defenders and right through the paint. Just like you were down Hennepin Avenue.
She's so textbook on, if nobody stops me, I'm going to keep going. You try to teach this to high schoolers, right? You're like, if nobody stops you, just drive into the lane. She does it. She does it every time. Watch that.
65-41. Winners pull up 16 straight away. No. Another rebound for Clark across the timeline. With great energy. Fakes left, goes right. Paint. And it's blocked away by the 6'5 Helgren. And Minnesota goes inside. O'Grady swats away a Sissoko potential layup. Minnesota basketball on the baseline, 65-41 Iowa.
There's a lot of blocks being laid right now. I was trying to go with something with blocks and being, it didn't work. But that's okay. Not everything works when you throw it out there.
Clark comes out. Quick breather. There's a lob pass. It's intercepted by Gabby Marshall. One-on-one. Gabby drops it off for Addie O'Grady, trailing the play. Right-handed layup is good.
Well, Clark hasn't sat out yet this game. This is literally her first breather.
And played 36 minutes and 30 seconds against Nebraska Sunday. And another steal by Gabby Marshall. She poked that one away from Scalia. Here's Feuerbach. Gets into the paint, up and under, move, doesn't go, but she is bumped and fouled and will shoot two. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. All Hawkeyes here in the third quarter have blown out Minnesota. Iowa at the half led 41-34. Had 4 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the third. It's Iowa 67, Minnesota 41. Good news so far from Williams Arena. Timeout on the court. Let's take a break. This is Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave, passing strangers alike on a two-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
These lakes hold a lot of stories, and all of them get better every time they're told. Because you've got 40-inch gators out there, giant lakers, crappies, sunnies, and walleye. So many walleye. Whatever you're after under the ice, Shields has what you need. Shields in-store and online at shields.com. Get ready. The ice is calling.
Multi-platinum country superstar Sarah Evans is bringing her Copy That tour to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on May 21st.
And I could not ask for more. You were born to fly. No place that far.
Tickets are on sale now at riversidecasinoandresort.com.
Good news from Williams Arena in Minneapolis. First of two meetings between Iowa and Minnesota. 4:54 left to go in the third. Iowa 67, Minnesota 41. And Jamie, Coach Bluter, of course, over 800 career victories, but could pull this one off tonight. That would be 450 wins at the University of Iowa.
That's it?
You remember a few of those.
That's all? Oh, 450. 450. I mean, really, when people have to think about it, can you imagine playing 450 games, let alone coaching 450 games, let alone winning them all at the same institution? Whew. It's a lot of basketball.
And Kylie Fierbach drills the first. That's 4 off the bench for Kylie. Second one, good.
She's been effective in. I think she's done a good job of being aggressive, good hard cuts, drives, attacks.
And she's asked to play a lot of different positions.
She does.
And also defend some of the top scorers on the opposition. 69-41, Minnesota with the ball. Tried to get it inside to Michon, and she couldn't handle it. Goes off of her leg and out of bounds.
And Iowa is on a 19-2 run over the last 4 minutes. 19-2. That's a hot quarter.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Winters as Minnesota slaps on some full court pressure. And that'll get Taiwo and Clark back into the game. Iowa handled Nebraska's pressure well in the fourth quarter.
They did. I think that Iowa so far this year has done a pretty good job with presses.
And get it to Martin, who slips it down court to Gabby Marshall. Left-handed layup just sliced through the pressure of Minnesota.
And Iowa more so is just so aggressive on the offensive end with their own transition that it's hard to press them.
Scalia knocks down a three-pointer right at the top of the key. She's been the bulk of the offense here in the third quarter for Minnesota. She has 12, and it's 71-44. Marshall for 3, right wing. Count it.
Marshall.
With 14.
Where are you at, girl? That's nice. She is perfect from the field today.
She's been given some space and has been able to catch the ball in rhythm.
Give that ball to Marshall.
Along the baseline, Minnesota is able to score. Pass to Michon, and she scores the left-handed layup. She has 6. 6'2" freshman from Wayne, Michigan. And it's 74-46. 3:30 left to go, third quarter. Hawks on top. Here's Marshall, free throw line extended left. Gets down on the block to Clark, and she'll go to work. And a displacement foul will be called on Minnesota.
Minnesota personal number 3, Asia Winters. That is her second team spin.
Winters picks up her second. Hawks in the bonus, so Caitlin Clark at the free throw line.
Clark hasn't been to the line very much today. This is just her second trip.
Now 3 for 3, has 27. Experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels, the Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton. Each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Clark missed the second. Minnesota hustles down court as the ball knocked out of bounds by the Hawkeyes. Minnesota will have it along the baseline. A Fulter comes in.
Just getting some subs happening.
Well, up 75-46. Twisting, spinning jump shot for Scalia is no good. Clark the rebound. Top of the key, drives left side. Marshall fakes a three-pointer, gets in the paint. Now gets it to a Fulter. Now back to Clark. 15 to shoot. Double high post screen. Here's Clark, gets into the paint, weaves her way to the basket. An easy right-handed layup. And Caitlin Clark with 29.
Bobbing and weaving. I mean, that's really what she's doing. Bob, bob, back and forth.
Just too fast.
Too furious.
Too skilled.
Oh. She's not really furious, but she plays with fury, I think, a little bit. Yeah.
After the foul.
I need you all to know that Rob and I have been around each other the entire day. So there's a lot of talking that's already been happening today. Just feel like you should know that.
Now we're talking good stuff, huh?
Yeah, this is great stuff to talk about. This is worth it. This is worth the drive to Minnesota.
Marshall committed the foul. Baseline jumper is no good for Michon. And Clark with the rebound. 77-46. 2 minutes left to go. Third quarter. Hawks on top. Now Fulter, top of the key. Looks inside. Sonato goes to work. Right block. Count it. Off the window, and she is fouled.
Monica Sonato just showing how strong she is in the post right there. That was a strong move. Powerful.
And a nice entry pass by a Fulter. Michon playing behind Sonato commits her second. And Monica will be at the free throw line. Swishes it, has 18. How about 4 more for 22 on 22nd birthday?
I think that she should get that. And then they should just maybe pull her at that. We're just going to keep it. We got it. I'm kidding. I'd like her to stay the whole game. But with their lead being what it is, they probably won't play the whole game.
Winters, an offensive foul. That's her third. 80, 46, 144, third quarter. Hawks explosive here in quarter number 3. A Fulter, top of the key. Bounce pass inside Sonato. She turns left shoulder and couldn't get the shot to go. Halfway down and popped out. Scalia bombs a three-pointer, no good. Clark another rebound. In transition, Clark angles left side, puts it in the corner to Taiwo for 3, no. A Fulter went after the rebound, but Minnesota digs it up.
That pass was nice.
Well, he couldn't key it up any better. And here's another steal by Gabby Marshall in transition. Easy 2 with the right-handed layup. Marshall with 16 tonight.
Still keeping that perfect score for herself.
Here's Winters, jumper left wing, no. Clark another rebound. Caitlin will slow things down, 82-46. Hawkeyes. What a quarter. Maybe the best quarter of basketball we've seen this year.
35 points in a quarter. I think so. I think it's up there. 35 points
and
to 12
only giving up, 12 points.
12
Here's
points.
Clark rimming a three-pointer, no good, but a Fulter, the offensive rebound. Taiwo will reset, top of the key. 3 seconds, the differential. Shot and game clock. We're at 10 on the shot clock. Clark just holding the ball, 40 feet from the basket. Angles right side, drives all the way in. That's a right-handed layup as she just took Hubbard to the hoop.
Beast,
31.
Beast. Clark was a beast.
And a desperation 3, no good by Scalia. And Caitlin Clark, 10 in the quarter. Monica Sonato, 10 more in the quarter.
How? 37 points, Rob. Did you hear me? Is everyone hearing me? I'm not talking about 37 points in one quarter.
In 10 minutes of basketball.
And let me tell you what they shot, by the way. You would think to get 37 points, you have to shoot perfect. No, you got to be smart. You got to be aggressive. You need to shoot 13 of 18 from the field to get there, but a 3 of 5 from the three-point line and 8 of 9 from the free throw line. That's how you get to 37 points.
What a quarter for the Hawkeyes. 84-46, and might be time for a Molly's Cupcake. Proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. We'll head to the fourth. Iowa 84, Minnesota 46. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's Bud Light. Hawkeyes.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go is mealtime made easy. Just order delicious meals online for convenient curbside pickup or have it delivered. Want breakfast? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Need lunch? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Doing dinner? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Get pancakes, burgers, fried chicken, lasagna, Hai Chai Asian dishes, sushi, pizza, and more. If you're craving it, Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go has it with curbside pickup or delivery. Order today at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime.
Rob Brooks and Jamie Cavey Lang back at Williams Arena. Start of the fourth quarter. Caitlin Clark weaves her way to the basket and an easy right-handed layup. And nobody has any interest in stopping her.
Going right back into it. They're like, what? That was the end of the third hasn't happened yet. We're going to keep going like it's still the third quarter.
You could play this fourth quarter at the YMCA. Scalia goes cross court. Powell back into the game, trying to get it to the high post area. And Sonato, her second personal.
And fouls-wise, all the Hawks are fine. 2 is the most anybody has.
And I think now the charge for Iowa is just to, hey, keep playing good basketball.
Yeah.
Just do what you've been doing. Here's a pull-up jumper, top of the key. Scalia no good, and then Caitlin Clark another rebound. She drives in and then spins out, finds Sonato in transition, left-handed layup. Caitlin Clark, what else can you do?
Hachi-chachi on that one.
And Sonato has 20, coming off a 31. Long-range jumper, Hubbard no good left wing. Clark down court pass to McKenna Warnock, another layup.
And you think that nobody's cherry picking. I know that some people are like, what's happening? How is this? Iowa just keeps releasing. There's someone releasing and getting back there as fast as possible, and Clark keeps throwing it right to him.
90-46, just underway, fourth quarter. Up and under move by Sissoko is no good. Clark another rebound, drives paint, kicks it right side, and Marshall no good on the 3, and a foul will be called on the rebound. That'll be on Kate Martin.
Marshall, you missed one. That's okay. 6 of 7 from the field.
Just one, though.
Just one. We'll give you one. 3 of 4 from the three-point line. Man, Marshall has been fire today.
And Clark.
She's 33.
And that's 10 rebounds.
10 rebounds, 8 assists.
Like 4 minutes ago, she had 5 rebounds.
She did. She must have got after it.
Pull-up jumper. Smith, no good. Missed it from just beyond the foul line. Clark another rebound. Drops the pass inside. Sonato, nobody there, and lays it up with the right hand. Monica Sonato, a birthday 22.
Can't stop, won't stop, Monica says. This is my B-Day, people. And she is doing great. She did not start off super hot, but she has done a great job of continuing on. 7 of 12 from the field.
Drive-in shot is up by Sissoko, no good. Sonato to Clark, 92-46. All Hawkeyes. Here's Clark, floater, paint, rimming, got it.
And she doesn't do that floater very often. That was actually a different shot for her. The floater's not really in her repertoire right now, but she's making it today.
If you're Minnesota, you can't wait to get out of here.
And Coach Blutter just got in her face in a positive way just then as she came off the court and said something to her, and I love it. I think that it's wonderful. I know that I'm sure it was positive reinforcement and talking to her about you're doing great. You know, good job looking up the floor, all those types of things. And that's why I am a huge fan of Coach Blutter. I think she does a great job of recognizing you on your positives, as well as she lets you know when you're doing something wrong.
35 for Caitlin Clark, 22 for Monica Sonano on her 22nd birthday. Timeout on the floor, 7:33 left to go. Iowa 94, Minnesota 46. That's right, 94-46. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The sense of pride that comes from the life of a farmer. How many people can say they have a famous tan named after them, or be known for their wave when they drive past neighbors and strangers alike on a 2-lane road? Whether it's a farmer's tan or the farmer's wave, we are proud to be known for a lot of things. We feel that pride every night at the dinner table, knowing we feed our family and yours. Iowa Corn is proud to be on the sidelines cheering on the Iowa Hawkeyes. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa.
It's a new season. Get ready for more men's and women's college sports excellence. Trophies will be awarded in June to schools who take the top spot in the 2021-22 Learfield Directors Cup. The premier award recognizes one winning institution in all competitive divisions. Follow your favorite team's progress as seasonal standings are announced at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at directorscup.org. The crowning achievement in college athletics.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Gabby Marshall with 16 points. That is a season high. She scored 13 against Evansville back on the 2nd of January. Her career high is 27. 94-46. Hawks with the lead. Minnesota with the basketball. Scalia, jumper, just right at the top of the key. That's a long 2. Scalia has 14. Here's Clark in between the circles. Angles to the right side. Sonano posting, gets it, spins, goes up, can't finish off the iron, but will shoot 2.
Iowa is just doing such a good job of keeping the aggressiveness going. I don't think it doesn't feel like it's a shove in Minnesota's face. They're just going out, and every time they're on the offensive end, they're making good, sharp plays.
So Sonano, a pair. First one, good. There's 23. Is your small business ready for a big promotion? To support and celebrate small businesses. 1 out of 2 for Sonano. United Healthcare, Hawkeye Athletics are teaming up for the Spotlight on Small Business Sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotions, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. United Healthcare, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
There was a sweet pass right there that came across the lane from Feuerbach. It was just spot on.
To Warnock, and she has 9. Taiwo picks up a foul.
It was just
Grady
across the
back.
lane, man. It was so nice. I was really excited about that ad you were doing, though, too.
Well, yes, it's all good stuff.
It was a win. It was wins all around.
97-48. 6:42 left to go. Hawks will breeze through 100.
You'd have to try to not get to 100 on this game.
I'm not even sure that's possible. If it is, I don't want to see it. Here's Smith along the baseline and bumped by Feuerbach.
Now, Iowa just hasn't really fouled. Neither team has. This has been, I think, a nicely played game. by both sides.
And a good strong move by Scalia along the baseline. And she'll be rewarded for her move with a couple of free throws. Taiwo, her third. First one is good. Really the only player that's done about anything for Minnesota tonight.
Well, she's the only player in double figures. Their team has only scored 15 points thus far in the second half.
So 1 out of 2 for Scalia, and that's 15 on the ball game. 97-49, 6 minutes to go. Cross-court pass. Clark hits Feuerbach for 3. No good off the right side of the rim, but O'Grady gets the rebound. Kicks it back outside to Caitlin Clark. Feeds. O'Grady goes to the left hand and couldn't get it to go. But a good move. Here's a jumper. That's up and no good for the Gophers. And Iowa gets the ball quickly down court. Clark inside O'Grady. One dribble, goes up with the right hand, and this time gets the finish in the middle of the paint.
And there they are at 99.
And O'Grady with 6. She had a couple of really nice transition baskets in the first couple quarters.
And a little baby hook there.
Here's a long-range jumper that is up and no good by Scalia. Clark gets the rebound, hustles down court, weaves her way to the basket, wraparound pass to O'Grady, goes up with the left hand, high off the window, and it's good.
And Clark is easily into another triple-double right now. She has 35 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists.
And that's 4 this year. And back-to-back in conference play. Smith weaves her way around the paint, turnaround jumpers and air ball. A Fulter the rebound, 101-49. Now a Fulter for 3, rimming no. Taiwo the rebound, put back, got it to go with the left hand.
And Glitter is getting Clark out. Clark will be done for the game on that. And they're at 103. 103? Is that what you said, 103?
103 to 49. The Hawkeyes over the Gophers. What a performance. This was a 41-34 game at the half. We'll take a break. 4:31 left to go. Iowa in command, 103-49. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome back to Williams Arena as Iowa all over Minnesota, 103-49, 4:31 left to go. Hawkeyes have not scored 100 points yet this year.
But now they have.
And now they have.
And it was on in a Big Ten away game. Who would have guessed that?
And we're looking up the Williams Arena record for points, women's basketball.
116 points. Would be the most points that's been scored here. It is actually a chance that Iowa could get to 116.
4:31 left to go. Law enforcement is cracking down on wearing seatbelts. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau reminds you to click it or ticket day or night. Hawkeye basketball also brought to you by Bud Light. Probably and proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans inside Carver Hawkeye this year. Bud Light is for the fans.
Yeah, Iowa just today went to another level. That third quarter was next level kind of stuff for Iowa, and I think it'll be a fun thing for them to rewatch and see what was happening there, and because you want to try to capture that, bottle it up, and then unleash it every quarter.
There's a jumper, right wing. Winters, no good. O'Grady with the rebound. So we got Taiwo, Feuerbach, Ettinger, O'Grady, and a Fulter. Hawkeyes only have 10 players dressed. Remember, Logan Cook not available tonight. Hopefully not too long before she can get back in. She's been walking around in a boot, but will be back this year. Now Fulter to Taiwo, top of the key, and that's going to be a shot clock violation.
And turnovers today for the Hawks are at an extreme low. 7 turnovers.
How many assists?
23. Basically a 3-to-1 turnover ratio.
Coach Bluter will love that number. Minnesota, Kayla Mershon in. Ettinger picks up the foul.
You know what else? You know what other stat she'll like? 45 rebounds.
Oh boy. Mershon free throw no good. Transfer from Nebraska, from suburb of Minneapolis, Minnetonka. Second one, no good. Feuerbach the rebound. And you want this group to get some good work. Here's Taiwo, three-pointer right wing, no, but Feuerbach gets the rebound on the opposite side. 103-49, 3:15 left to go. Fulter to Feuerbach, tries to penetrate, 5 to shoot. Tries to get inside to Taiwo. Now a jumper by Ettinger, and she gets it to go along the baseline from 10 feet.
The little roll right over the front of the rim.
Now we got to get a Fulter a basket, and then everybody will have scored.
That is true.
Inside, Mershon makes a move and a foul.
Or a jump ball, even better.
Oh, yeah. Good job by Ettinger and O'Grady, both there. Got hands on the ball. Hubbard looks to inbounds. Gets it out to Smith. Now to Hubbard. Hawkeyes playing defense on top, 105-49. Here's Smith. Three-pointer and air ball. And the rebound hauled in by a Fulter. Gets it to Taiwo, left wing. Drives baseline up in traffic, and it is blocked. And no call underneath. And in transition, a layup blocked by a Fulter. So another sequence where we saw 2 blocked shots.
People are just getting out there, getting after it. Minnesota actually has a lot of blocks today as a team. I think they're at 6 or 7 blocks.
Came in with 64 on the year. And Feuerbach knocks the ball away before it can get to Smith in the corner. In business, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add to your bottom line. Visit midamericanenergy.com to learn more. Minnesota basketball approaching 2 left to go. 105-49 Iowa. Smith pulls up from 12. No good off the right side of the rim. Good battle underneath. Ball knocked into the hands of Andy O'Grady. Feuerbach across the timeline. A Fulter. Now Ettinger. Fulter to Feuerbach. Hawks just running some clock. Passing the ball around the outer arc. Now Ettinger at the free throw line. Turns, tries to make a move, but loses control of the ball and out of bounds over to Minnesota.
And these are back-to-back triple-doubles. I forgot that. Yeah, she had triple-double just the other day. It's just becoming a regular occurrence for her right
31, 10, and 10. Three-pointer Winters front iron. Feuerbach the rebound. 105-49. Lob pass inside to Ettinger. Had it taken away. Now into the hands of Smith. Backup point guard who's played a lot for Minnesota tonight. Started the second half. Here's Winters.
Final minute of play in the second half.
We're under a minute. Mershon. Smith. She'll pull up from 15. That's an air ball. Goes out of bounds with 5 to shoot. Over to the Hawkeyes with 50.6 seconds left to go. 105-49. Hawks will move to 11-4 and 5-1 and 4 in a row. And the sad thing is, no game on Sunday against Indiana.
No, man, that would be a nice one coming off of this game. That'd be a nice push, some nice confidence.
Jumper O'Grady, no good from 10. Smith across the timeline. Not much energy in this building right now, except for the Hawkeye fans. Winters has her pass intercepted. She tried to get it from the right side to the left by Taiwo. And I'm sure Tomey will just dribble this out. And the Hawkeyes will win it. In one of the best performances, Jamie, in our 6 years that I can remember.
Oh, yeah. Man, that third quarter, woof. Oh.
That'll do it. Hawkeyes win it. 105-49. We know Iowa grows a lot of corn, but in reality, corn grows Iowa. Corn grows our livestock, our economy, and our athletes. Put on your best face for the Iowa Corn Camp. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to be corn-fed. And it's also time to get into the game, because when your team scores, your town wins. Text Iowa, IOWA, to 97063 to nominate your town to receive proceeds from Wellmark's three-point play program. Money raised from each Hawkeye three-pointer is put toward community health projects like parks, playgrounds, and trails. It's all thanks to your local health insurance provider, Wellmark, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Iowa. 35 from Caitlin Clark, 23 for Monica Sonano, and 16, a season high, from Gabby Marshall. Well, this will be a fun one to recap. Iowa 105, Minnesota 49, a final from Minneapolis. The postgame show coming up. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Did you know that as a Mid-American Energy customer, nearly half of your life is powered by the wind energy we provide? That means when you're at home fixing a snack, or at work sending emails, you're using wind energy. Investing in wind helps us keep your rates low. Renewable wind energy. It's clean, affordable, and powerful. And it's one more way Mid-American Energy is obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
Lisa Bluter's 450th victory at the University of Iowa. And we have to go back to see when we had a margin of victory like this in a Big Ten game for sure. 105-49, Iowa over Minnesota. Won here last season at 94-68. So that's now 4 in a row for the Hawkeyes. And the last time that Iowa scored
100 points, and that was
107 at Illinois last January 3rd.
So a whole year ago, over 365 days ago, over 100 points. They were saving it up.
This was a good as time as any, right?
It was. It was an amazing game today. I mean, offensively it was fabulous, but defensively also really great.
Yep, all the way around, and certainly one of the best quarters that Iowa's played. 37-12, outscore Minnesota in that third frame when really anybody's ball game was 41-34 at the half. Iowa shot 72% from the floor in that quarter, 13 of 18, 3 of 5 from 3, and 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Jamie, let's take a quick look at the individual numbers, and a lot of good ones. A triple-double from Caitlin Clark.
That triple-double, huh? Yeah, we'll start there. Clark had 35 points, and she shot fabulously today. 14 of 21 from the field, 4 of 6 from the three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. Man, Clark was on. But she wasn't the only Hawkeye who was contributing. Monica Sonano had 23 points. She shot 7 of 12 from the field, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Marshall, 16 from the field, 6 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from the three-point line. People could not miss from that three-point line today. But other Hawkeyes helping out, 9 from Warnock, 8 from O'Grady, 5 from Feuerbach and Taiwo, and then 2 from Martin and Ettinger. All around, great scoring by the Hawkeyes. They've shot amazingly, 40 of 68 from the field, 58.8%, and that's on the road, folks. 9 of 17 from the three-point line, that's 53%, and still shot really well from the free throw line, 16 of 19. So Iowa just tore it up. Additional people who supported in the rebounds, though, I just want to throw out there. Martin had 9 rebounds. 7 rebounds came from Sonano. Assist-wise, also sharing the ball was Martin with 4 assists and 3 coming from Marshall. For Minnesota, they had just 1 player in double figures, and that's 15 points from Scalia. 6 of 15 from the field. Minnesota just shot 33% from the field today, only 21% from their three-point line. We're not shooting or making them. In the fourth quarter, they were 1 of 15 from the field. The fourth quarter, they only scored 3 points. And one of those was from the free throw line. The other was a 2-point field goal. So Iowa, not only did they do stuff offensively, but, man, they took the wind out of their sails, and they still played great defense against Minnesota.
Sure did. Just so much good news tonight surrounding this Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball team. And Iowa led for 39 minutes and 2 seconds. And, Jamie, you mentioned the 23 assists and just 9 turnovers, and a couple of those came late. And Caitlin Clark with 35, 13 boards, and 11 assists, just 4 turnovers, but 54 points in the paint to Minnesota's 20, and the Hawks get 20 points off the bench. We haven't been able to talk about that for a while.
No, I think that everyone was contributing. Everyone had the same mental, faculties, whatever they're doing. They're thinking all the same. And I think the goal was clear, to be aggressive, to attack, and especially in the second half. Actually, in the first half, when I was saying points in the paint, they were only 2 points away from each other, actually. Iowa and Minnesota, I think it was 16 and 14, if I remember correctly. And they just attacked, and then they didn't let up, and they attacked again, and they kept going. And a lot of those are transition points, by the way. A lot of those are points in the paint from the transition, but also from drives. So they just found every single place of Minnesota's weakness, and then they attacked it. And they would not stop. They were relentless. And I do want to throw out there, people like to get mad at people for, like, rubbing people's noses and things and saying, like, oh, Clark played 35 minutes. She played 35 minutes and then set out the rest of the 5 minutes. She didn't play to the end of the game. And the thing is, Iowa doesn't have a ton of players, A.
Only dressed 10.
And B, they're not playing this weekend. So that's what Coach Bluter's looking at. She's not looking at...
And how many stops and starts have we already had?
Yeah, she's like, I need my players to get on there, and I need them to get some play. And so people will say things like that. But ultimately, Coach Bluter is looking at her team thinking, who needs to get practice out there? Who needs these things? And she's trying to make her team better. She loves Lindsay Whalen. She likes her. She played against me at that time. Coach Bluter's not like that. So I just want to throw that out there to the people who are going to be, why does she keep playing? Well, because she had to. She needs to play basketball to get better at it.
Yep, no doubt about it, because now as things stand, Iowa will not play again till Tuesday night.
Right.
This is only Thursday.
I know. It would be hard as a player. So I appreciate Coach Bluter. I like that she runs her team and lets them get out there and play. And, man, they played today.
Sure did. Well put. 105-49. We'll connect with Jamie down in the Iowa Hawkeye locker room in a little bit, and our post-game show will continue. That's just fitting for the day for you. You guys are headset wrapped around your arm and your neck and everything. You gonna make it? Okay. All right. Jamie's heading down to the Iowa locker room, and we'll continue on the post-game show after Iowa takes care of Minnesota for its 11th victory of the year. Now 11-4 and 5-1, and solidly in third place in the Big Ten. 105-49. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Welcome back to Williams Arena after Iowa takes care of Minnesota by the final score of 105-49. Caitlin Clark with 35, 13 boards and 11 assists, 23 from Monica Sonato. Not a bad birthday present.
Yeah, I think Monica is going to be thrilled with this one. Yeah, she is, definitely.
Well, Abby, of course, a lot to talk about here. As good a quarter as I've seen. I'd have to go back a long time. Your memory's probably better than mine, but 37-12 after the halftime score, 41-34. Hawks had good momentum, but still, anybody's ball game. And then the first 4 minutes of that quarter, wow.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've talked kind of all year that, once our three-point shot goes down, holy cow, we know we're good shooters. They just weren't going. But, yeah, it was good to hit some of those early. And then coming out of that time, or that halftime, I thought we really got our fast break going again. We were just kind of better on all ends of the floor than them and really kind of just kept riding that momentum, which was good to see.
And then Minnesota, you talk about the offense, the defense, incredible. Minnesota averaging 70 points this year per game, gets 49-12 in the third quarter and 3 in the fourth quarter. Yeah, the game was probably over by then, but still, Hawks played great defense, played to the end.
Yeah, definitely. And we talk about Gabby Marshall and her defense quite a bit, and I thought, again, she did a tremendous job leading the charge out there tonight. A lot of times, her assignment is really just to shut down the best player. I thought tonight she did a really good job of making some things happen defensively. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, she had 4 steals on the defensive end. A lot of that led to easy breaks and scores for us as well. So, obviously, really proud of her and her offensive effort as well. It was fun to see her be able to get both sides of the floor going. She worked so hard defensively that sometimes it affects her offense, but to see her do both tonight was good. And I think what we're really most proud of, we really played the scouting report. It was come in, take away their threes and make them take tough twos, and I thought we did a good job of that all night long. And that, only 4 3-pointers for them. They're a good 3-point shooting team, so that was key.
And I know Coach Bluter will talk about this, 23 assists and just 9 turnovers, and really less than that in the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, definitely. I thought in the first half we were forcing just a few things. The paint was a little bit clogged up, but, man, we really just were clicking there in the second half. And I think you saw a lot of that. One more, moving the basketball, a lot of that stuff that we just really pride ourselves on and just really haven't gotten going yet so far this year for whatever reason it may be. It just really felt like Iowa basketball for us out there tonight. You saw everybody working together, lots of smiling and pointing and thanking the passer and all that kind of stuff. And that's who we want to be. And that locker room is really reflective of, feeling more like ourselves, how excited we are for that.
54 points in the paint, which referenced the transition game, plus getting the ball inside to Monica and Addie O'Grady. 23 fast break points and then 20 points off the bench. That's got to be a season high.
Yeah, definitely. That's really good to see, and it's so great. I mean, that's one of the things that makes these type of games even better because, if you think of someone like Sydney Alflichter, she is, not getting a lot of minutes at all once we kind of moved out of that first week of the season. But, man, does she work hard every single day at practice, and she's kept the right attitude. And she goes in there, gets a shot early in the third quarter. I thought she went in, had a nice assist, got a good offensive rebound, and then did a good job defensively, too. A.J. Ediger, also went in at the end of the game and actually played a position she doesn't even practice, but stepped up and did that for us as well. And I thought, Kylie Fierbach is really starting to kind of settle in as that first player off the bench for us. Again, I thought she did some good things tonight. She's a really instinctive player, getting a chance to play. And she's doing a lot for our team as well, too. She's playing the 1-2-3. So you're just seeing people really buying into their roles, coming together, and that's obviously when teams seem to really have the most success.
And it's a good time of year to have that done. It just seemed like, you mentioned the scouting report, that this team was locked in right at the start, got a couple of long-range shots to go. Caitlin was feeling it. Gabby was feeling it. It just seemed like it snowballed from there.
Yeah, and I can tell you, Rob, our team had some crazy energy. Even last night and then this morning at shoot-around.
It looked like it.
Yeah, we were almost like, there's a Starbucks in the hotel, and it was like, did they all go before shoot-around? Well, it ended up they all went after shoot-around. So, but
maybe that's the key, huh?
Yeah, but to some extent, we're back in classes, and sometimes actually our team has shown that we play just a little bit better when we're in that routine and in that flow. They're really driven academically, so I think they like the classroom. So we're just going to ride that out. We're back in school, and that's going to bring us a little extra punch as we move forward.
And just a spectacular road play in the conference season, and of course that's going to have to continue, especially next week. But that's got to be a great feeling too, that you can go into opposing venues, tough places to play, and come out with victories.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's never easy on the road to win in the Big Ten. Tonight felt a little easy, obviously as we got into the mid-third quarter there. But that's 3 road wins in a row in the Big Ten. Hard to come by, but that just, I think, really speaks to this team. They're veteran, maybe not always shows up as juniors, seniors, whatever, but they're veteran in that they've played a ton of games and been in a lot of tough situations. And we just always think they have so much fight to them, and they bring that into road arenas, and that's what you need. Good leadership out there by Kate Martin as well, too, every night out.
Well, I wish we could do this in a couple of days again.
Hey,
but
let's do it.
Sounds like, at least with Indiana, not going to happen on Sunday. So don't know what will happen this weekend. But then at Penn State, at Northwestern, that's a big couple of road games next week that are on the schedule.
Yeah, definitely. And who knows what you can't really go off the schedule these days, but
nope.
That's what the plan is. Penn State and then back home and then off to Northwestern again. And then we've got a home game the following Monday night against Ohio State. So things are going to get kind of crammed in here a little bit as we move forward. I can't believe we're already, towards the end of January, but still a lot of basketball left to play, definitely. And go on that little bit of a road break or a road stretch, but then we should be having a nice little bit at home too.
Yeah, if you play a lot on the road now, guess what? Well, that'll come full circle toward the end of the year. Well, Gabby, let's enjoy this one on the way home, and I know you get back to work. It's pretty fun.
You called me Gabby right there, Rob.
I did? Excuse me, Abby.
Hey,
Abby.
The way Gabby played tonight, I'll take that as a compliment for sure. So.
Yeah, well, you shot like her, right?
Yeah.
All right, Abby, appreciate it.
Yep.
And, of course, we'll enjoy this one on the way home. And that's tough to do, score 105 points on the road. It hadn't happened since the Illinois game last year when Hawks scored 107.
Yeah.
So it's been over a year.
Yeah, wow, incredible. And Hannah Osman told me that's our biggest margin of victory over a Big Ten opponent as well. So
I would think so.
Another incredible feat.
Yep.
All
right, Abby, appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Rob.
Abby Emmert-Stamp on the postgame show, assistant coach for the Hawkeyes after this 105-49 victory by Iowa over the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And as Abby said, the largest margin of victory ever in a Big Ten game for the Hawkeyes. We'll be back with more postgame from Minneapolis. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Anything can happen when the Cyclones and Hawkeyes come to compete. It's where the rubber meets the road. Neighbors become rivals and friends become foes. Some go home broken-hearted, while others are victorious. When the dust finally settles, one thing stands true. No matter which side you're on, you're part of tradition for those who are Iowan through and through. We're Iowa Corn, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Multi-platinum country superstar Sarah Evans is bringing her Copy That tour to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on May 21st.
And I could not ask for more. You were born to fly. No place that far.
Tickets are on sale now at riversidecasinoandresort.com.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Hawkeye basketball.
Hawks all over Minnesota tonight. behind 35 from Caitlin Clark, and another triple-double, back-to-back triple-doubles, 13 boards and 11 assists, 105-49 Hawks over the Gophers. And don't forget, we'll be out in University Park, Pennsylvania on Tuesday night for Iowa and Penn State. That is a 6 o'clock tip Central Time, so we will be on the air at 5:45, and that will push Hawk Talk to Wednesday. So Wednesday night at Bumps for Hawk Talk with Coach Bluter, presented by Oaknall. And, of course, the full show schedule can be found under the Connect tab at HawkeyeSports.com. But Wednesday night for Hawk Talk at Bumps. Let's head to the Iowa locker room here at Williams Arena as Jamie has head coach Lisa Bluter.
Thanks, Rob. And here in a winning locker room in Williams Arena with Coach Bluter, man, how you feeling?
I still am trying to take it all in. That was just an amazing game. And we said if we ever got our 3-ball down, we were going to be dangerous. And tonight we just showed that. I mean, to come into here and score 105 points and then hold them to 49, I mean, we played both sides of the ball really well tonight. Caitlin having her 4th triple-double of the year. I mean, 35 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. I mean, what a special player. And then I thought Gabby Marshall, you know, got the threes to fall, but also defended. And our whole thing was, you know, 3-point defense tonight, and we held them 21% when they were shooting 40% on the year.
How do you keep your team attacking at times like that? They just kept going, and that's something you try to instill in players, but a lot of times they start to let up. How did you keep them to keep going?
Well, I mean, we were having fun, you know. I mean, it was flowing. Again, 23 assists on 9 turnovers. It was fun. It was pretty basketball. And I think they were just enjoying themselves and having a good time out there. So, you know, I feel like, you know, some people got off the bench, and they're fighting for those minutes. So I like to see that aggression coming out of those guys. But we also knew that Minnesota is a dangerous 3-point team, and they can come back at any time.
So what do you take away from this game right now? You had an amazing third quarter, but what can you take with you and help propel you as you continue on and you're going to face some big foes coming up?
Confidence. I mean, to me, it's consistency and confidence and, you know, giving that effort all the time when you're on the floor. Is Illinois being announced?
No, you're not.
Okay.
Sorry.
So anyway, stay tuned. We might have a game this weekend.
And if you heard that, you have really good hearing, so maybe rewind it if you want to hear the news first.
But we may have a game this weekend, so Hawkeye fans, be ready to come to Carver Hawkeye Arena on a spur of a moment notice.
Yep, just get out there. Be checking that social media. So, Coach Bluter, man, I've had, you know, so many games here, but man, it feels good to win. Looking forward, one game that we know we do have coming up is going to be, I can't even remember.
At Penn State on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yep.
You have a crazy week coming up.
We have a crazy week coming up, and there's a possibility of us playing this weekend, and then we go on the road to play at Penn State on Tuesday, so we don't have much time to get ready for that game if we have that game on this weekend. And then we'll be then we play at Northwestern on Friday. So we have 2 road games next week. But you know something? We're 3-0 on the road in Big Ten play. So that Northwestern game, we'd love to have that back. Here's an opportunity next week to get it. But first things first.
All right. And anything for those Hawk fans? And I'm guessing you might want to just do a little happy birthday song for Monica for people to hear.
Wasn't that special? I mean, I'm not going to sing because listen to my voice, but what a special day for her to come back and play in front of her hometown and be able to be such a dominant player out there. I'm so happy for Monica. She's a great teammate, and she deserves this.
All right. Thanks, Coach, and we will see you soon. And who knows when. So you just had a triple-double. Is that how we say it now when you have back-to-back? Is that a thing?
I think you just made it a thing.
I think you made it a thing, actually, is what happened. Take me through this game today. Man, you were just fire.
Yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good from the start. I think seeing a couple shots go down, a couple 3-balls go down, and then obviously, you know, it wasn't only me hitting. When our whole team's hitting like that, our transition is flowing like that. That's just fun basketball. That's who we are. And like just getting back to that, I think that's what's going to make us so great. And kind of building on each win, I think we're really starting to kind of hit our stride. And you know, we still have so much room to improve, and I think that's what's so exciting about this team.
Do you think this is like the best you felt so far this year?
Yeah, I think I've had games where I've felt good in certain areas. I think this is the most complete game I've put together so far, and obviously I found a lot of ways to be who I am without my three-point shot, and I feel like it's almost been a blessing in disguise for me to kind of show me I don't need my three-point shot to be the player I am, but obviously having that, it just makes me even harder to guard. So, and it's just nice to see a couple of those go in. Obviously a little frustrating, but I wasn't going to stop shooting them. But yeah, I think it's the most complete game I've had all year for sure.
And you guys are 3-0 on the road in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
You're going up against with crowds. Are you just loving it?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. Getting to go around to different Big Ten schools, seeing the different arenas. I mean, I love playing in front of visiting crowds. It's kind of fun. I think they don't like you at first, but when they see you play, kind of turn them into fans of this team and myself. But depends where we are, maybe.
So you're a fan converter.
Yeah,
that's your goal.
Maybe in certain arenas, I would say. Maybe here, maybe not other places. But no, I mean, getting any wins on the road, no matter who you're playing in the Big Ten, is huge. It's just so hard to come by. Obviously, we'll have some tough ones on the road coming up, and any ones you can steal, those are huge.
All right, well, great game today, and we'll be seeing you soon.
Yep, see you then.
All right, Jamie, great job in the Iowa locker room with Coach Bluter and Caitlin Clark, the star of tonight's game, with her 35 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists. 105-49, Iowa over Minnesota. We'll be back to wrap things up from Williams Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave, passing strangers alike on a two-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Every day you use energy to power your life, to wake up, to stay connected.
Hi, this is John. Oh, hey.
To feed your loved ones. Dinner! You don't even have to think about it, because at Mid-American Energy, we do. We work hard to bring you energy you can count on every day, because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're Mid-American Energy, and we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, Almost Famous Popcorn, and Jill Armstrong Realty, the area's premier realtor. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team for all your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Buckeyes now 11-4 overall and 5-1 in Big Ten play. Winners of 4 in a row and 5 of the last 6. And Lisa Bluter at Iowa now 450 and 238. 450th victory right here at Williams Arena, 105-49. Let's listen in to some of tonight's top plays. Hawks in transition again. Kate Martin, flip back to Caitlin Clark. She drives in, lays it off for Sonano. That's an easy two. Beautiful distribution there by Caitlin Clark. And Martin drives in, kicks it to Taiwo, and she drills the three-pointer from the left baseline. Wide open three by Tomi Taiwo. Clark will inbounds along the baseline, out high to Marshall. She'll fire a three-pointer, swishes it. Gabby Marshall, 2 for 2 from behind the arc. Winters now on her. Uses a Sonano screen and pulls from 3. Got it.
Don't mind if I do.
Caitlin Clark hot from behind the arc.
Sure is.
In transition, Sonano scores and is fouled from behind. Monica Sonano running the floor beautifully. Hawks quickly down court. Marshall gets into the paint, spins, goes up with the shot, gets it to go, count it, and she's fouled. A little scoop shot from the paint. Now Fulter, top of the key, looks inside. Sonato goes to work, right block, count it, off the window, and she is fouled. Inside, outside, the Hawks did it to the Golden Gophers here tonight, as broke this one open in the third quarter, outscoring Minnesota 37-12 and then 21-3 in the fourth. All equals a 105-49 victory, Iowa over Minnesota. Well, stay tuned. Something might happen this weekend as far as a Big Ten game inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. We certainly hope so. The next game on the schedule then will be at Penn State next Tuesday. That'll be a 6 o'clock tip. So we'll be on the air at 5:45 Central Time. And then off to Northwestern on Friday. That is a 7 o'clock tip on the 28th, a week from tomorrow. But stay tuned. Something might happen as far as a home game this weekend for the Hawkeyes. Let's hope so. Final score once again from Williams Arena in Minneapolis, Iowa, 105, Minnesota 49. For Jamie Cavey-Lang, I'm Rob Brooks. Good night from Williams Arena, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hawkeye women's basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Hy-Vee, the official grocer partner of Iowa Hawkeyes basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, who remind you to click it or ticket, day or night. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, win a warehouse dash or up to $100,000 in cash with the Iowa Lottery. And by Authentic Brand. Look authentic, feel authentic, be authentic. Get your game day gear online at authentic-brand.com. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.